this is the Making Noise podcast.
There's so many overlaps when it comes to like the coaching work. Something I've learned with all the projects that I've created, really, that that like the mindset and the business piece really go together. You know, you can have all the business skills in the world, but if you're not in a good headspace to be confident about putting your product out there or your idea out there, or if you are just, you know, feeling like unsure, you know, it doesn't matter how many business skills you have, like you have to be in a good headspace. So that's where the mindset piece comes in. You know, how do we get in that headspace where we can say, okay, I have this idea and I see that's possible. And I'm like, maybe it's scary to think about putting it out there, but it's like, all right, I'm going to push forward and do this. And so I think that what I've found in my work and even in my life, you know, like the blocks that sort of like that stop us dead in our tracks when we have a good idea and we talk ourselves out of it, like, what do we do, right? So with the skills that I do with the life and business coaching, I'm really able to tackle all corners of that and help you, you know, with the strategy and the skills, the nitty gritty, like how do you actually create a product or a project, produce a show, or, you know, create this, the nitty gritty of the back end and the systems and the structures. But then also, you know, what do we do when things get in the way, like with our mindset and all that stuff. So anyway, that's sort of a long answer to your short question, but yeah.
Well, that's a great answer. That I'm so psyched on that. It's so true though, because I feel like when people say, oh, well, I have my personal life and my professional life, like you do, but at the same time, it's like each life informs the other. And so I think that's amazing that you're emphasizing so much on like, look, let's make sure you have a career, but are you okay too? You know, like, let's make sure that you have some stability.
Well, I think it's also like, you know, I'm all about creating a career that you love, like in a business that you love. And I think that, I mean, as musicians, like, I mean, I can speak for myself, maybe you can relate, like we're taught to work really hard. And, you know, like, I think there can be an association with like, I have to work so hard in order to make this happen. Well, yes, of course, like there is an element of working hard, but the process doesn't have to be excruciating. You know, like, let's look at how the process is going to go. What do you want your process to be? Because if you're building a project or a business or whatever it is, or recording an album, and the process is absolutely excruciating, like, what is, you know, is that how you want it to go? So I think, you know, I really challenge my clients to think about that. And we really craft things in a way where, yes, you can have a goal or, you know, but it's also the process, because the process is what we live every day, right? Like the hours, minutes, everything. Like, how do you want that to go?